Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the next video of HacksYux, and I'm Shivam Roy. In today's video, we are going to look into our web hacking series. And first, let's go to our metasploitable distribution 192.168.56.101. Here we are. So here, let's select UWPA, and here the username is admin, and the password is password. So we log into the application. Now you would see that the security level is set to high. So let's go here and let's set the security level to low. So after doing brute force and command execution, we are here as CSRF. CSRF stands for Cross-Site Request Forgery, right? So how does this work? Now, as I have mentioned in the previous videos, you have to reconsider the idea of cookies here. So what exactly are cookies? Basically, cookies are those your important values which you send to the web server to recognize you. Like, let's take an example. I am opening this site and I'm logged in as a user, that is security low and username admin. Now how does this web application understand? How does this web application understand which user I am? So let's go to inspect element. Here you would see that you have something called a console. Now this is the JavaScript console. So JavaScript is a language that is used to run scripts in your client side machine. Like, those are scripts which are given in the web page, and my browser application is simply running those scripts. So here if you open debugger, you would see all those different uh, JS script, JavaScripts which are there, and you can debug and run them because that's running in your application, but your browser. But what we are going to do is we are going to see what cookies are. So here let's type document dot cookie. Here you see you get a value of a cookie. Now this is the value of the logged in user in the system. Now for instance, I'm logged into this DWV application and it's asked me to change the password, right? So what an hacker would do first is, like, for instance, I am the admin. Now the value of my cookie, when I open to this application, this particular web page, the value of my cookie becomes this, because my browser saved it and the web server recognizes me with the help of this cookie. Now if I do another thing, if I go to a new private window and if I go to the same URL like 192.168.5.8.101 and DWVM, and I do not log in here, as you see I am not logged in. Now if I inspect the element and if I click on document dot cookie, you would see that this is a high and the PHP SSID is this one, which is not the same as this one. So this PHP SSID identifies the admin user as logged in. Now for instance, when a hacker goes inside the site, he gets this particular cookie which is useless to him. What he needs is basically this cookie which the admin has. Now in order to get this cookie to work and in order to change this password, what the hacker is going to do is, like, for instance, I am the admin, I am logged in this system, and now I can change my admin password. Right here I have already used burp to proxy to set as an HTTP proxy. So we are going to use burp and see what happens the moment I send a request. Here I set the intercept to on, I forward everything. Now new password, let's say admin is my new password, admin and admin, right? So now I would click on change, and as you see, this is the web request which is going to the web server from this URL, right? So I copy this URL, and this is the URL. As you see, this is going with this particular cookie, and if I send this to the web server, the password would immediately change. But if I do not, like for instance, if I change the value of this PHP session ID, and if I take this value and I put any other value, or let's say I put the value of the other this chip. So if I put the value of copy message this one here, you would see that if I send this to the repeater, I would go this request, and you would see the rendering will tell me that I have a session start error because this session did not start here at all. So what to do in that case is the hacker first knows the URL of the application which you want to use, right? That URL is this. So this is the URL, and we are gonna send in this particular request to the server in order to change the password. So when this is the particular request which I have to send to this admin. Now the hacker figured out that he has to send a request saying these with these parameters and send it to the web server. So now if you see, if I type admin and admin as the password, I will not be able to log in because admin is not the password, but admin and password is the password. So what the hacker can do here is hacker can simply make use of this link, copy it, and send it to this person who is logged in. Like for instance, I am logged in here, and here I am logged in as admin and low, and I have inspect element console document dot cookie. I have the cookie of and the admin. So what the hacker simply needs to do is simply needs to send over this link to this particular person, and the moment the person clicks on this link, he will directly go to this particular server and the password is gonna change. So the next time, so once the user goes into this particular link, the password is gonna change, and the next time the user wants to log into this computer, the password will be admin. So if the admin just comes and once he clicks on this link here, he can second. Oh, sorry, I have the intercept on. That is why the problem. So as you see, once this is set, the password is changed for the user admin, and the user admin could not understand even that this request has gone from his computer. Now if the hacker wants to log into this web application, you would see that the username admin and the password admin would give him access. So that was cross-site request forgery. Of course, this does not happen over by just sending you a link, and of course you can, if the person clicks the link, then this is exactly what it happens. But you can make it more better by copying this form and using that form to target into a different place. So there are a ton of ways how you can use this cross-site request forgery to send a request and use the cookie of someone else's session and hijack his session to do something you want. So as you see, if we go to medium level of security and if we look into this application, this is exactly almost the same thing that happens here. And well, let's log out, and admin password. So admin password gives me a login failed, so admin would get me in. Now if I go to CSRF level 2, if I go to a new password, something, let's say password, right? And here I again put the intercept as on. I change this, I forward this, and this is the next is coming. So I copy this link again and I click on cut, and this is the new password. This is what we are gonna send here. So let us now simply come here, and with this session ID I just need to go to the I just need to go to this particular link, and this is not gonna happen here because again I've put the intercept on. So let us come here and paste it. as you see, this time the password isn't changed. So CSRF level 2 has a different method in which we can attack its password changing, and we are going to look into that in the next video.